It's been 38 days as we are on the boatyard making our bayliner powered by Toyota Prius Drivetrain. In the previous episodes, we removed the old engine from the boat, disassembled a whole Toyota, and moved its drivetrain inside of our living room. It took Dima some time to weld the differential, prepare the engine to installation, prepare the engine room, and weld the subframe with all the supports, so the engine feels good in there. We even painted the bilge so Dima could work in there in only socks. There's been a lot going on with the exhaust and cooling systems to make Toyota more marine prepared. You can check it in the playlist if you missed it. Let's see how ready we are for the first start. This video is brought to you by PCBWay. More about them later.
Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and in previous episodes we were able to successfully install our engine in an engine room, and here you can see there is more space right now. No more crane, no more stuff. So today plan is to install inverter and first wire harness, at least start to dropping it down. Because everything should be connected to the inverter. The only thing which I would need to do first is I need to cut this mount because it was a little bit too close to exhaust pipe, and while I have chance I want to cut it a little bit more. The only downside is it is dark outside. Anna! I need your help!
Why?
Because it's new episode. Now I need to spray paint the corner, just make sure this thing is not gonna rust straight away. Another thing, for people who watched my previous videos, they know what I have problem with my high voltage battery. And exactly bank number 3, block number 3, whatever this thing is usually 1 volt lower than all other blocks of the battery, which is really low. And thanks to Zach, who lended me his chargers. So I'm gonna use these chargers to actually discharge and fully charge each of the modules of the battery, which is 28 modules, 14 blocks. I will discharge and charge all of them. It's gonna take me like 4 days, more or less, but I would know for sure which one is wrong, which one is bad. I know everything about them, and I would be able to replace some of them, and I will have more or less healthy battery, which is amazing. It's time. Yeah, sure. It's time. Okay. Look at that. What can I see? Somebody been here before me, and somebody did repair this battery. So what can I see? Our bat module is block number 3, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One of those guys. At least this is what I expect. Let's put new markings and start charging and discharging. Well, that was an interesting morning. Our diesel heating system ran out of fuel, so I had to run to the gas station and use jerry cans to bring 200 liters of fuel. I'm already quite tired, but it's fine. So the reason why we ran out of fuel, if somebody is actually interested why this happened, because we originally planned to stay here just only for 1 month, but we are staying here already for 1 month and for second month, and yeah, I mean, we did not expect that we're gonna spend so much time here, so we didn't fill up so much fuel, even though we had a little bit for advance, but I mean, we didn't know for how long it's gonna take because it's getting colder and colder outside. But it's really warm inside. It's like 21 degrees and our heating is not even on the full throttle right now. It's like just slowly idling. If it's gonna be really cold and we will have to throttle it up, how much fuel we're gonna consume per month. If we have 2 heaters and they can, I believe, take, let's say 1.5 liter per hour, multiplied by 24 hours, which is 36 liters. 36 liters per day. It could be expensive. It's time to install inverter. How you can see, my night painting skills was pretty good actually. So it looks pretty dope. No more exposed metal, which is exactly what I want to see. And also, I have a result for the block number 6, which was the sketchiest one. It has only 2,165 milliampere hours, which is too low. I already did cycle some of the cells and they way above 5,000 milliampere hours. So now I'm gonna cycle all of the battery, and if only block number 6, module number 6 is bad, we will just replace block number 6, equalize the entire battery, and we have a good battery. So it's really good. It's really good. So far I don't see any signs of any other block would be bad, based on internal resistance and initial voltage, but we'll see. I mean, the capacity test is the final test, which will actually show how good is the battery feel itself right now. So yeah. Yeah, that's quite a problem. Well, now it's gonna be the most hard part.
Which
Wires.
Ooh.
Despite the all progress which I've done here and what we have the main wire harness connected, I have a really big issue. Not really big, but quite annoying, you know. How you can see, I did drill 2 holes here, and I did show you earlier what I was planning to install inverter pump over here. But turns out, as soon as I start installing inverter assembly, the pump is not quite fitting here. You can kind of see why. So the thing is, right now I technically have 2 options. Maybe drill another set of holes and just move this thing, for example, here, but this way I would have problems to install it here. Or just install some kind of adapter which will extend arms somewhere here, for example. Or maybe I would be able to use this connector over here, which I was planning to use for the fuse assembly, and drill another hole, for example, here. In any case, that's the issues which I'm going to face on this stage, because how you can see, everything was smooth till that moment, because it's exactly where I stopped assembling everything when everything was still not painted. So everything from this point on would be quite hard, because from now on I have no idea where every mount is gonna be, except 2 heat exchangers, which is at least some good parts. The good news is what inverter is fully installed, everything is fully connected.
A few moments later.
I was lazy, I didn't want to drill any more holes or anything, so I just did use pliers and I just bent the freaking platform for the shape. I mean, the holes is a little bit touching frame and inverter and frame here. It's fine, it's gonna work. That's what's important right now, because I don't really want to spend any more time trying to find a place. This thing is not gonna move, so all of this thing is static, so there would be no vibration points between all of them. Plus, how you can see, those hoses has extra rubber outside which prevent them from rubbing on surfaces. This is exactly why it was designed, so I'm not even gonna try to do anything about it. So this is how it's gonna be. That's quite important. It looks cool, like really cool. And for everybody in the comments who is starting to texting me about this piece, well, it's technically just rain protector or just water protector, which should avoid water splash which coming from the top to prevent dripping on a hot exhaust. I know about it. I just like how it looks like. It looks sleek, it looks cool, it looks clean. I like how it looks like.
And even more, I like what my exhaust manifold looks like. I was able to bring my vision to life and create a custom part that doesn't exist. Thanks for today's sponsor, PCBWay. Even though my welds don't look perfect, I know, the quality of parts is exceptional. And this is not the only part we ordered from PCBWay for this swap, by the way, but you will see the rest in the future. It was never easier to order custom sheet metal fabrication or CNC machining. Just trust me, I searched. Lots of companies don't even take small orders, like producing one custom part. And the fact that you can just do it all online, get an instant quote, and get your parts on a tight deadlines for a really competitive price is why we chose to work with the PCBWay. You've seen me doing a lot of 3D printing on my own for prototyping, but they can do it for you too. Check the link in the description to see the variety of services they provide and to get a $5 of free credit for your projects. Thanks to PCBWay for sponsoring this video.
I can start slowly unpack wires and everything, and I need to find several wires which should connect here. But the thing is, they all, like right here, this is all wires which should connect here in the back of the inverter, but I would need to unpack all this wire harness, because I need to turn this wire harness. Originally it was going like this direction around here, and this is where it was entering the cabin, but in my case I need to turn it, make a U-turn and go this direction, because my wire corner is going to be in this direction. So I already routed one wire here, which is already pointing in the right direction. I would need to unwrap all of this thing, find all these wires. Hopefully they will have enough length to kind of extend towards here, cut couple unnecessary wires, like for example this relay block, because it doesn't have any relay. It actually has only one relay inside. I need to figure out where it's going, and I'm pretty sure I don't really need them, so I would be able to cut the whole thing somewhere here. I guess mechanical part is almost done. Still need to finish exhaust, but it's pretty much done, and I would need to paint heat exhaust, heat exchangers, order new gaskets for the heat exchangers, and connect all hoses for the cooling system, finish assembling all cooling system together, and for the mechanical part, it's pretty much done. As soon as the high voltage battery will be ready and I will connect all wire harness together, technically, are we ready to start? Oh yeah, fuel pump as well. Everything is pretty much assembled at this point. To have an emergency update, I have an issue. Pretty sure somebody will mention already in the comments about all of this, but why my welds on stainless looks like crap? It's not like I'm overheating them or something going wrong. I did chat with ChatGPT and he pointed out really interesting idea what my filling rods, my stainless steel filling rods, which I ordered from Amazon, most likely fake. Where is my magnet? There you are. This is stainless steel. This is stainless steel. This is not stainless steel because it just magnets really well. Check this out. This is 304 stainless steel. It has slightly magnetic force, but it cannot hold. See, it's falling down. Check this out. My welds are holding this damn magnet pretty well. Guys. But on the good news, I mean, technically nothing is terribly wrong, because all of these parts are gonna be exposed only to exhaust or coolant, which should protect it from rust at some point. And thankfully, the part which would be affected by seawater, I will get the proper filling rod. That's terrible news. That's terrible news. I wasted a lot of time and a lot of money for doing something. I don't know why I decided to save $5 and order filling rods from Amazon. So, yeah, my bad. Alright, everything is going pretty good so far. So how you can see, I disconnected fuse box assembly because I don't need relay blocks. Ha! Relay box. Okay, I disconnected relay box. And how you can see, I did strip the whole thing apart because I needed to save this wire first and make sure that this ABS connector would be able to reach this new place for ABS. Looks perfect, looks cool. It's gonna be fun. And also I found out that there is one connector which is not connected to anywhere. And I did check video. Thankfully Anna was editing this video right now, how I disassemble the entire engine bay and everything. And this connector was not connected, so it's supposed to be like that because I don't have anything marked about this connector. All good. Let's keep going. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's been the whole day sitting in this corner, and I will tell you what, I will finish the rest of the wires upstairs. I'm not gonna finish everything here on the place how I was planning originally, because it is so fucking hard. Oh my god. Thankfully it was not my knee. I did disconnect and isolate some of the wires which I'm not gonna need, so most of them is just light, wipers, some other stuff. Some sensors which I'm planning to use, I'm still gonna use. Why do I even explain it to you? Nope, nobody's gonna repeat. Good news, I was able to connect the harness for the ABS unit, which is amazing. Yeah, I would say this part of the harness is done. This is just loose wires from another side. So now, technically, it's all ECU's connection time, and I need to see where all of them is gonna be located. This is where all car harnesses were split inside of the car. So this side was the left side, this was the right side. So technically, right now I just need to connect everything on the right side here, everything on the left side here, and put the wires along the wall over there and towards the high voltage battery where it would be over there. But I think right now it's a perfect time to take a break and not rush, because I need to clean up those wires first, because it all looks like total mess and it will be definitely on my way. So I guess today I'm gonna take a break and clean up all both actual wires, which looks like crap everywhere. Now we're talking. That looks better. The problem with all these old wires, I'm not gonna use them later on, because as soon as I get rid of from the Crusader, from the second Crusader, which is right now on a starboard side? Yeah, starboard side. I don't need old wires at all. I will completely remove the entire wire harness. For starboard side, is it gonna be Gen 2 or Gen 5? We don't know, maybe completely another engine, I don't know, we'll see. But the main idea is to remove all old wires and technically rewire entire boat if I will have time and will to do this, because it's a lot of work, but not as much as try to wiring this huge harness. Alright, everything's clean, everything looks nice, everything looks awesome, so now it's time to disturb Anna and find our bag of ECUs. Huh? Huh? Alright, so nope, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Oh, airbag. I need to sell this thing. Oh yeah, there they are. My bag of ECUs. It's gonna be interesting to use this one on a boat, I'm not sure. It's not that many actually. I was thinking there would be more. And there's also one ECU underneath the thing. This thing. Yeah, it's over there. Perhaps gonna remove all wires from the heater block, because I'm not gonna use heater block, but I need to make sure what the heating still be operational. I'm not sure if heating or body ECU, I don't know which one is responsible for heating, is actually gonna need all of these actuators for moving flaps inside of the HVAC unit. I'm gonna remove them, I'm gonna connect them now, because what I wanna do, I wanna power up the all ECUs and all wire harness without starting the engine, so I will not press the brake, I will just press the start button. and see which systems is actually gonna wake up. I already know what some ECUs I will not connect at all, even during first start initial, but I still will connect some of the stuff, so I need to make sure well, there would not be extra errors, because there would be errors on memory, etc., but I need to make sure that they will be on the right errors, which will not affect a hybrid drivetrain. Technically, I should not have check engine and triangle of death. Everything else, I don't care. It's too dark here, and for some reason I didn't use my light. I have my light for videos. I mean, it's from the past, but look at that. Look at that. It's much better. You can see me now, and I can see actually what I'm doing. That's actually pretty good. At this point, I understand what I don't understand anything. So I don't have one ECU because there is supposed to be 3 ECUs and I have only 2, and I have no idea where I put it. So the only option which I see right now is to cover the damn floor, bring the big wire harness here. It's huge and it's super bulky, and I need to pretty much rewire most of it. Well, it's been a while.
Ooh. Ooh. It's getting cleaner here, whoa.
I mean,
Eventually.
most of it. Alright guys, today is the wire day. I did found all missed ECUs which I couldn't find a day ago. The main idea is the place underneath the floor in the engine room where all my ECUs gonna be located. So I need to connect all these wires to these existing wires which is already there, and I need to drop the wire which will go along the wall under this couch, because underneath this couch there's gonna be this high voltage battery. Together with the high voltage battery there would be some ECUs which are supposed to be located at the back, because I do have maybe 3 or 4 computers which were located in the trunk of the car, so they all will be located here under the couch. So it's gonna be smart couch with a bunch of computers inside. I'm gonna be
Bomb couch.
I'm gonna feel smart sitting on a smart couch.
I'm sure I will feel safe sitting on the smart couch.
It's gonna be fine. I mean, people are sitting in the car on a high voltage battery. We will be sitting in the boat on a high voltage battery.
Will it have extra heat?
Yeah, it technically can be. I did design shifter control because I didn't tell you about it, but the main idea is how I want to control the Prius drivetrain. I'm gonna control them with the original levers. So if one is super simple, so the throttle control is gonna be just connected directly to the throttle pedal. So more throttle here, more throttle on the pedal, super simple. But with the gear selection, like forward and reverse, also supposed to be connected, but they all supposed to be connected with the brake pedal, with the brake main caliper and everything else. So, to do this, I need to combine brake pedal and gear shifter at the same time. So as soon as I move the lever on the boat, forward or reverse, it automatically will apply brakes or disengage brakes and shift the lever. And to do so, I'm building this thing. This is the first prototype, which will pretty much engage brakes or disengage brakes, and will be connected directly to this contraption, because this thing is connected to the gear selection cable. I also do second cycle for the battery. First cycle is already finished, so we have so far 3 modules which looks not that great. I have module number 6, 8 and 19, so we will see. As soon as I will do the final test, we will see which one we need to keep and which one we need to replace.
Repeat what you just told me. No, originally we were discussing that you said you'll just drop everything in and won't spend much time on it. It will be easy because everything is already here. But now you want to make everything pretty. Don't make anything pretty. We have limited time. One day. You have one day.
I have 1 day today to make it more or less pretty and whatever. It's gonna be us gonna finish it today.
Perfect. Because the task takes as much time as you give it. And you give too much time.
Fresh news, guys. I finally was able to untangle all of this, and from what I understand, it's actually not one huge wire harness. There is 4 wire harnesses. This is the first one. It's a middle one which goes to the infotainment system, etc. This one goes along one side of the car. This one goes along another side of the car. This one from the ceiling. And I have 5 more for each door outside in the pocket bed. We'll deal with them later. There's a couple more control modules which perhaps I need to save, and I need to save them just only to make sure that I will be able to use keyless entry, because I want to save this feature. This is the only feature which I want to save from the car, because I want to make sure that I can lock and unlock start feature of the engine with the key. You get an idea. As you can see, I did rewrote wires and everything looks pretty, but I need to redo it again. It's done wrong. I just realized, so this is a connector for high voltage battery, which I can see, high voltage battery. And if I will leave it as it is too short and I will not be able to reach the couch. So I would need to actually don't keep the middle part, but actually will do everything on this side, and there would be only one line, long line here, which is supposed to be enough to bring it to the couch. Sounds easy, right? Other than that, I get some packages. Yay, stainless steel. So this one is 316 stainless steel pipes, and this is gonna be parts of my water mixer. This is gonna be the last parts of the exhaust, which is amazing. And also, if you were watching the video carefully, you noticed that I was reusing some of the wire harness tape. I only have insulating tape, like regular one, and the big difference between regular wire tape, whatever you call it, is what it's super sticky. In theory, this one is supposed to be less sticky. We will see it right now. So yeah, it's wire harness tape. This whole thing costed me 36 bucks. Holy shit. Alright, how you can see, everything goes really well. So I did finish this part of the wire harness, and right now I'm working on the part which will go to high voltage battery. And technically it's all could be super simple. I can just like connect these two pieces together, but first of all I need to remove right back ABS connector. This is where it is right now. I need to move it from here to there, which is pretty much easy to do. But the problem is, because my battery, like 12-volt battery, will not be located near high voltage battery, it is going to be located at a completely different location. I actually need to move this thing to a new location. Shit. Right, I think I would need your help. We need to move the wire harness in the engine room. Let's go. This is such a disaster here. How am I even? Where do we even start? It was looking way better on the floor. I'm gonna start mounting wires from this corner, because this is the place where all wires are actually finally connected to these ECUs. So these two ECU are finally connected together. There is one more ECU which is missing. I just need to connect it and maybe just put it on the top like that. The wires here are laying down directly on the floor. I want to prevent this because there still could be seawater. There's gonna be heat exchanger here. There is gonna be these two hoses, or there could be seawater coming. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna use these pieces of plywood, and I'm gonna use them as erasers. So the whole wire harness is gonna rest on those extensions. So in the worst case scenario, the water would be underneath all wires and all ECUs. I mean, it's my best idea what I can do right now, so yeah. At least it's something, so I hope it's gonna work. I was able to build this ECU tower. So we have a combination of three ECU, two more modules on the back, and there is gonna be another ECU. It's gonna be somewhere like here. There's a couple more things I need to connect. but at least it's getting some shape. So how you can see, the main bunch of wires is just coming here and connect directly to all ECUs. Right now I have access from this side of the boat, but actually later on I will have pretty decent access from this access hatch, which I'm not using right now. Technically it should be more or less maintainable. The worst thing, what I regret about, is what I was complaining when I was working there, where I have no roof under above me, and where I can just easily stand up. And now I need to, sit like this with no headroom and work in this corner. I'm dying here. Yes, the problem is because usually when I get tired of one, I think I just switch to another. But I cannot, because this is the thing which has to be done right now. Because if I will start doing, let's say, the cooling system, there would be a heat exchanger which will take half of the space which I'm occupied right now, plus hoses, and there's gonna be another water tank and everything. So in the future, the only access to this space would be through this door. So technically right now I have the best access to this place. I don't know who's gonna maintain this boat later on. I guess it's gonna be me, and I guess I'm gonna be really not happy about it. I put all wire harnesses on these wooden blocks from plywood, so even if I will have some water leak and water starts slowly penetrate on this level, it should start dripping this way, because this wires also lifted, so it should go like all the way down and away from here. And in the case of water start rising like all the way here and sinking in those ECU, trust me, this is gonna be the last problem what I would think about, because if the water is gonna be here and there would be that much water, it means what we are sinking. So yeah, I would not care about moisture in my wires. It should be fine. I hope so. I really hope so. I did clean up almost everything there, so I still have some ECUs which I need to place. I definitely don't have enough wire harness, so I need to extend the wire harness. I don't want to extend a lot of wires, because how you can see, the key reader has like what, 12 wires going just only to this thing. So I think, because this is kind of our temporary stop, because we want to first of all make test, I found this old central vacuum thing which I'm going to remove, and I think I will just put the key reader here. I mean, yes, it's not on the dashboard over there, but hopefully I would be able to save smart key feature, so it would be kind of like safe choice instead of going to the engine room, going to the staircase. Not that bad an option. From another thing which I need to locate, I need to put the start stop button. This one's supposed to be here for sure, so it's gonna be instead of the left key, because left key is kind of useless. We don't have left engine, and we definitely don't need a key for this one. So there's gonna be a power button, and also I need to figure out where to put an EV button, because ideally to put it maybe like somewhere right nearby. Parking button would be in the engine room, because technically I would not need to use it at all. Maybe for some diagnostic, maybe, I don't know, when it will be in the engine room, pretty much, just to make sure that I will just use the right mode for working with the engine. But yeah, other than that, I perhaps don't need parking button. And I also would need to bring the buzzer thing at the front, like this guy. It's just only 2 wires, but it would be really nice to have it here, because if there would be some information message, I will have at least audio notification that there is something wrong with the car. I don't know if somebody noticed, but this is my penguin thing. This is gonna be a control for my gearbox selection. So how you can see, this thing can move around on the bearings, so there is gonna be a pretty smooth connection. How you can see, I have a groove here, which will correspond with the gear selector, which is here. Here's my gear selector, so as soon as the thing will go left or right, it will move this thing sideways and up or down, because here you can see this is a rest point, and it will just start moving it sideways and then up or down. I might would need to change a little bit of geometry of this groove, but test will show how it's gonna perform. Other than that, this thing is pretty self-explanatory. How I'm gonna to apply brakes, how you can see there's this nipple, let's call it like that, and I also got this wheel, which will be welded directly to the brake pedal, like here, over there, and this way, as soon as I will move the gearbox selector, it will go in the middle position, it will apply the brakes, and there's gonna be a rest point. And as soon as I will go next, it will just go here and disengage the brakes. Super simple. Well, that's in theory. We will see how it's gonna be on practice, because I still need to weld this damn thing. There's a couple more ECUs which I still not sure if I need to connect, because these 2 ECU, one of them is for parking assistant, and the second one is unknown. I need to Google and see which one, what exactly does this ECU is doing. But still, perhaps I would need to connect those just in case, you know, because I have no idea if Toyota would expect me to see those ECUs or no. There is another one ECU which I'm not going to connect, and it's not here. So it's first of all navigation computer. Definitely don't need this one. I'm pretty sure Toyota will not expect to see this one if it's missing. And because it's an option, it always was an option. And the second one is SRS airbag. This one is questionable. I have a prepared wire harness hanging around just in case I would need to connect it, but I really hope I would not need to, because I don't have airbags. If a main ECU expect SRS airbag in the circuit, I will just connect it and I will have a bunch of errors. There would be like tons of error, because SRS airbag will show like, oh shit, there is like missing everything. Yeah, this is gonna be the case, but hopefully everything's gonna be fine, and I would be able to skip SRS airbag ECU completely. The only one downside is what have one last roll of my fire tape. Damn, I did not expect it. I will use all 10 rolls. That's it.
It's time to go to eat.
Already?
Yep.
Shit. everybody's moving around. Except us, because we're still in the renovation. Damn it. Okay, so it's next day. I received some packages and I have a good news. So I have on the battery model number 6, which is bad, which I even didn't try to restore because internal resistance is too high and capacity was too low. But everything else is right now above 5,000 milliampere hours. On average is 5,500 to 5,100, some of them even 6,200. So it's amazing. Capacity is done, so I need to buy one more module, balance it as well, and after balance the entire park, changed positions of each module, and the high voltage battery is done, and we have amazingly full high voltage battery.
Easy.
Easy. I was not sure if it was a good idea to cut the piece off of this thing, but this is the best idea I have so far, so I'm gonna just install everything in its own place and call it a day. The original buzzer, I'm just gonna leave somewhere inside. Well, that's it. We have power button. We have power button, we have EV button. I don't really like the space, how EV button is not flush with the surface. It looks fine. It's easy to find. It's way easier to press EV button than the power button, so... I replaced number 6, because this is my old number 6, which is bad, to the module which I purchased today. And also, how you can see, I turned all polarity on one side, so all negative on one side, all positive on another side. Because next step, after I double check capacity of this new module, I will connect all of them on one side and all of them on another side and let it sit for one day, let it self-balance itself. And after that, I will disassemble it one more last time, assemble it finally, and start putting it back to the housing and install it in its own place.
I really want to finish prep work right now, and I've been doing it for a long time, slowly, but I need to do the last piece. I need to sand them or polish or clean them to make them shiny, and I wanted to use the tool that is battery powered, but Dima will be using it, so I'm taking different tool which requires power, which requires vacuum cleaner, and I cannot connect it as we usually do it outside, so I need to connect it to the boat. And so many extra steps, I want to give up and do nothing today. Like literally, why should I do it today? Because probably I won't have nice weather in the next week. Shit. So my plan is taking this extension cord. I have another one over there and put them somewhere here. Attach them somewhere here in the boat and move them out. I'm not even going to ask what it is. Supposed to be.
No idea. Another day, another charging procedure. Charger is finally connected, all batteries still connected together, and it's gonna take me maybe 1 day to charge this battery to maybe 30% state of charge, maybe even less. Today I'm gonna start assembling this thing. So I was able to finish welding this thing yesterday. It doesn't look perfect, but it will do the job. It's gonna hold all my brake assembly, all my throttle assembly, all lines and everything, so it's gonna be the last subframe which is gonna hold everything, and it's supposed to be somewhere there, in that corner. So one of the disadvantages of welding the damn frame at night, it's what I did a mistake. Originally this sensor was pointing downwards, whatever. But unfortunately when I start putting everything together, turns out the connector is actually pointing directly to the frame piece. So what I did, I just decided to flip it 180 degrees and hopefully everything is gonna work fine. Let's do the test number 1. So, how you can see, this is gonna be my gear selector and at the same time brake actuator. Okay, move the gear selector forward slowly. Yes, it is black. Alright. And now move it back.
Center. Okay.
Alright. Almost was able to insert it into the gear. So, to make sure what it will work.
Center. Forward.
Yep, center, now forward.
Forward.
Okay, cool. So how you can see, the brake actuator is actually working pretty much as it's supposed to be. The only thing which is not working right now is my groove for the gear selector. I just need to change profile and print a new one, because I was just making this thing pretty much blindly, but right now I have a reference to something. This is pretty much how brakes and gear selector, will work together and simultaneously, and the second one would be for the throttle control on another side. Simple? It doesn't look like it is. Contraption is ready, whatever you call this thing is. I need to install it somewhere here, so I need to move batteries closer towards me and squeeze it against the wall, somehow. There's plenty of space here, and this thing is actually fit quite well here. I think I can just bolt it down, and I would be able to finally drop the hoses, wires, and all other stuff. I don't like the battery situation here, so we need to do something about it, but I think we will deal with it in the next videos. So yeah. Well, alright guys, I believe this is the end of this video. I know it could be not as entertaining as any other video, but trust me, it's also not interesting for me to do all these wires. It takes forever, it's not interesting to comment. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I'm just staring at the wires all days for several weeks already, trying to figure out what's going on and where it all is going to be. But look at that. I mean, I really love how it all comes together. It's not that bad of a mess. I mean, especially over here, and especially when I will build enclosure to kind of cover all these wires from extra drips, etc., but it's for the future videos. I really like how all controls is actually were able to find its own place, and I'm so hyped that finally we have controls for our Prius engine, because I mean before it was all just only in theory, and right now I have a throttle control, I have a gearbox control, I have a brake control. It's all integrated in one, let's say, module sort of thing. Now I just need to keep 2 more lines to the ABS unit, 1 hose, connect wires tomorrow, need build a new harness, I already had wires, etc. So the first start is getting closer and closer. Thank you for watching this video, I really appreciate it. Don't forget to be a member of our tiny YouTube channel, support our channel and get access to Discord group, where you will be able to see this boat perhaps already running. When this video is gonna be posted, I'm pretty sure we already will be out of the boatyard. I hope so. So more details in the Discord. Check the link below. See you next one.